All right.
Yo, this Gaetano Lucchese, man. Lucchesevision, man. For FuckYouMixtape.com, all exclusive, man. I have the man. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Stu Peters, bounty hunter.
He's the bounty hunter that had the controversial video that a lot of my people all say, or our people, because we're human beings, had a lot of negative things to say when they judged a book by its cover. And that's the same thing that we're fighting about, is judging a book by its cover. I've met this man. There's a lot of things you guys don't know. Don't always judge a book by its cover. But what I would like to ask you, Stu, really quick is, why did you agree to meet with me?
Because you asked me to.
Okay. No names or who they are, but did anyone in particular or anyone tell you not to meet with me?
Yeah, absolutely. I was cautioned about, being safe and that there may be ulterior motives. And so, a guy like me, I got to roll the dice. And I'm going to trust first. And I'm glad that I did.
And I'm glad that he did too, so we can show people. And just for the record, how foolish would I be to have my real name, invite someone and give them my address and really do something foolish? I'm not for that. I'd like to say, can you honestly say that you don't have any friends or family that may be racist?
Nope. Maybe is a very broad term. And, my friends, if I call you my friend, you're like family, okay? So I have thousands of acquaintances, but only a very small handful of friends. As far as my friends are concerned, I can unequivocally say that, no, I don't have any racist friends, because if I found out they were racist, we'd have a big problem.
I honestly believe that.
There's undercover racism. It happens.
And all of us have some racism in us. Do you believe that there is racial profiling, that it exists?
Absolutely.
Okay. In your opinion, how should the black community respond to the police misconduct?
Well, police misconduct is different than police conduct. And so I think that any police misconduct should be responded to accordingly, with protesting and things that aren't disorderly, but things that, obviously when you've had enough, you've had enough. And I will say, in reference to police misconduct, nobody hates a bad cop more than a good cop. And so I think that misconduct is going to be addressed by good cops as well. There's a big pushback on that.
Okay, now you summed it up.
And I'm not a cop. I'm a bounty hunter.
He's a bounty hunter. He's a fugitive recovery gentleman.
Yeah, a bail investigator.
Okay.
You can give it any fancy title you want, but I'm not a cop, and but I do associate with a lot of cops, and I know a lot of cops that are really good people. And as far as the police that are shitbags, I don't associate with them, because once I find out if they're a shitbagger, I don't like them. They're people too. Just because they're a cop, I'm not going to be sucking dick. You know what I mean? Okay.
How do you feel about the alleged white supremacist group that came down and shot 5 peaceful protesters?
Any hate group like that ought to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I think that they were shitbags. That's bullshit.
Well, this is Gaetano Lucchese, man. If I didn't say the shit didn't happen. You feel me? And what I will say is, I have no ill feelings for this man. I agree with what he says, and I believe that he's working in the same direction as anyone that's positive would want to be.
And let me just say that if there is a community that is heartbroken right now, and for the loss of an individual, and for the family and friends of that individual, or any individual that loses life, that's a tragic loss for somebody. And we have to be careful about reacting so quickly in a negative way, and it's really difficult to tell somebody who's mourning how to react. And so the people who are surrounding these people who are grieving need to be the voice of reason within inside of people who are having a hard time reasoning due to a tragic loss, and need to formulate ideas that are going to be effective in getting the point across that need to be getting across. Blocking down interstates is not the answer.
I agree with that.
Being distasteful and violent is not the answer.
But can I comment on that just briefly, and we'll wrap it up? I would like to say, though, I agree. Shutting down 94, that wasn't correct. But now they have barricaded the 4th precinct with concrete wall and fences all the way around, even over the top of it, to where it's not even open for civilians. So say that you're not a part of the protest and you don't have a phone in your house and there's an emergency, or you're being raped and you want to run into the 4th precinct. You can't even go into the building now.
And that's because law enforcement safety was compromised with the throwing of objects, and early on, Molotov cocktails. Yeah. They have to protect themselves as well. You understand that? I mean,
yes, yeah, I agree. But they also
their
got
safety is also important.
But they also got to protect the people that are still not involved in the protest. There's a lot of people in the community, and everyone wasn't involved in the protest, but everyone suffers.
So, but you're not a Black Lives Matter guy. You're an All Lives Matter.
I'm All Lives Matter.
You're an All Lives Matter guy, and so am I, and that includes Blue Lives.
Yeah, everybody.
And so
I say police don't get paid enough for the job. They should get paid more than the president. Any man that's willing to go risk his life and then come home to his wife and his kids every night, when every day there's a small glimmer of chance that he may not. That is not. You're talking to an ex-gangbanger and a drug dealer, okay? Nothing that I'm proud of.